Hey guys, Eric from Edrumcenter here with Andy, Aubrey, and Brad, and we're going to unbox and review the Efnote 707 kit, Efnote Pro 707 kit. Been waiting on this kit to come in since April?
Long time.
Long time.
Very long time.
And very excited. We wanted to get the biggest, baddest kit to set up in the showroom just because it has every piece. And that way you know what every other kit's like in the series.
And like pretty much every component they offer essentially comes with this kit.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Everything. So if you don't know, Efnote introduced the Efnote Pro series in April at NAMM. And it's essentially a more professional version of their module with a lot more inputs. It has a lot more outputs, 12 XLRs with an additional stereo output. So tons of outputs. Probably the most XLRs on any module that's ever been out, as far as I know.
Most inputs too, right?
It's close. I know the Pro Pro has quite a bit, but it's got the bell on every cymbal, which is no other module has ever even attempted. So it's pretty cool too. It works. So this configuration is $92.99. The module by itself is $24.99, and the kit includes 15 tool pads.
7 drum shells, 8 cymbals, 8 cymbal pads.
It's a lot of cymbals, and once we get it set up, you'll see it's like barely fits in the spot we were trying to set it up. It's hard to even get back in there, but
we made it.
It looks cool.
Yeah,
Very cool.
It's cool and massive.
So what do you guys? We've been playing on it for what, a week?
Yeah.
First impressions.
Gone through all the patches. What do you guys think so far?
I'm a fan. I definitely like the massive variety of cymbals. I'm a cymbal guy, so I think the extra toms are cool, especially that little 8-inch. But I definitely like what they did to the new China cymbal, how they like crafted it, and the little embedded lines and hammered look on the China and like the effect cymbal.
It's the only cymbal that doesn't have a bell because there literally isn't a bell on the cymbal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just didn't make one. Yeah. So yeah, this China's really cool. It's got some little texturing on it, which is nice. Nice touch.
Lots of cool cymbals, lots of cool pads. They play just as well as any other pads on any of the other Efnote kits. I think they said just that this module has like slightly higher sound fidelity on a lot of the kit, because a lot of the preset kits that are on the other Efnote modules are also on this module. They're just either renamed or have a little bit of extra to them, but they definitely sound a little better. I'm not exactly sure what they did. The module might have more memory, and I think Mike mentioned they went back and re-recorded some of the sounds from them.
Yeah, there's a lot of kits that you recognize from the old ones. There's still some that are different, and there's definitely just like, I guess, more samples in there, it feels like. Because I know one thing I've complained about a little bit is just the ghost notes on the old kits, whereas this one, that was like the first thing I checked out. I was like, oh, this feels great.
Snare drum, I think, is vastly improved.
Yeah, it's like,
that's probably the thing that stands out the
completely
most.
Different. One of my favorite quality of life things with this module is that there's a dedicated volume knob now, which the other module only had one knob that kind of controlled everything, and then you had to push buttons, whereas this one has 3 knobs, and one of them is just specifically for volume, and when you push it in, it brings up all the different types of volumes for whatever inputs, outputs, and Bluetooth and all that, so you can control everything individually. But
does that one go to both front of house and just your headphones, or is it dedicated to just your headphones?
it has stuff for the bus, the line out,
Yeah,
the
if
Bluetooth,
you were to-
the USB, all that.
If you were to just twist the knob, it's
That's
just
just
headphones.
your headphones, yeah.
But you click on it, and then it brings up a little volume menu for like dedicated Bluetooth, headphone, bus, like USB, like in the laptop.
So the other thing that is vastly improved is a screen
Yeah.
Yes.
on the
yes.
control.
It's a modern day touch screen.
Yeah, it actually feels like a phone, like a phone
Yeah.
screen. It's
Or
not
an
like
iPad,
really
yeah, it's
pressure
very
sensitive. I guess they maybe had it towards like senses heat now from your fingertip.
Mhm.
So you just like lightly tap it and it's
No
instant.
problem. Yeah,
It
it's,
definitely worked a lot better than the
I
old
didn't have any issues with it, and it's color, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
color
easy to
screen's
read.
nice.
Looks
And
nice.
that box, everything plugs into, it looks like it would be heavy, but it's actually really light,
Yeah,
which was nice.
Mm-hmm. It's a GameCube.
Yeah, it does. It looks like
Got
a
it.
GameCube.
Yeah, there's 15 inputs, not including like the cups and like hi-hat, because there's, if you're not using the 14-inch, there's like a hi-hat controller and then a hi-hat pad input.
Oh yeah, and the hi-hat just works on that one multi-pin connector.
And it has a bell.
Yes,
it has a bell.
The hi-hat
which
does have a
works.
bell now. Everything just kind of works through that little 6-pin connector.
Which is super nice.
The other cymbals do require a separate cable, but the hi-hat does not.
Yeah.
Correct.
And I think that the module came with pretty much all the cables you needed, except maybe one if you wanted to have like a third crash bell. I think when I plugged up the kit with everything that we had taken out, there was pretty much every cable we needed except for like one extra for the crash, unless that was misplaced. But I don't think it's the case.
Yeah, the little thing about the cables. So the Efnote Pro module itself comes with 10 cables, and then the expansion packs that make the bigger kits come with cables as well
Makes sense.
in those boxes. So when you're unpacking this
Gotcha.
kit, make sure there's little boxes in there with cables in it. Make sure you grab those and look for them.
There are a lot of things in these boxes.
Yeah,
Especially for
also something we didn't use, but that it comes with the little stackers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
so you
it comes
can
with 2 of those.
reduce your stands if you need to, stack some stuff, and that would be easy to throw away if you're not looking for it too. So
Yeah.
that's
That's very small.
yeah,
I think it was in the box with the China and the special effects symbol.
right.
So one thing we did want to point out with the module though was the hi-hat calibration. Is every time you turn the module off and back on, you have to reset the hi-hat calibration. We're not really sure why. It should just
Maybe we're
been,
missing
but
something there.
It wasn't
Yeah,
in the manual.
there's gotta
I
be.
checked in the manual.
Something's going on.
But I'm sure they'll work that out. But
It doesn't take long to recalibrate it, but
no, it's very
you,
easy.
you shouldn't have to do that every time. I don't think. That surely can't be intended.
And there was also the thing we all kind of agreed on. The kick sounded kind of quiet at first when we first unboxed it and got it fully set up. It's easy to fix, but there's just a little something we had noticed.
Maybe I'm just going a little deaf or something, but like I seem to have to crank the headphone volume up to about 98% to really get what I wanted out of it.
I did notice the headphone volume was probably around 75, 80 when I was playing, where I typically have it around 60. So I did notice on some of the kits though, some of the levels were just naturally lower because each kit had different levels, and some were lower.
Oh yeah, in the actual mix itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to turn it down when I sat down, so I think you played it before I did.
Probably. So we're gonna wrap it up, y'all. Andy and them are gonna play. Andy and Brad are gonna play. Check out the sounds, and then we'll do another video on the full sounds later. Thanks, guys.